Regulations on the Petroleum Industry Act are being considered by the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission. Speaking at the Phase 4 Stakeholders Engagement on Draft Regulation, the Executive Commissioner Economic Regulation and Strategic Planning, Nuprc, Dr. Kelechi Ofoegbu, explained that the PIA 2021 calls for consultations with members of the public and stakeholders in the industry before adoption. Let's join Northern Bureau Chief Joyce Nelakachada for details.
In Section 261 of the Petroleum Industry Act 2021, it states that in issuing regulations, the Nigeria Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, Nuprc, should hold consultations with stakeholders and players in the industry before adopting the regulation. Executive Commissioner, Economic Regulation and Strategic Planning, Nuprc, Dr. Kelechi Ofoegbu, explained that this is part of the innovations of the Petroleum Industry Act 2021 on the governance of the industry. He said the consultation with stakeholders has been an ongoing series, as this is the last segment.
We are considering now is 3 out of the 7 that's made up the ones we are doing for this particular segment, and hopefully by the time this is concluded, we will then be able to hold further consultations, because we have in development another 10 regulations, because the Commission have identified about 26 to 30 regulations that we consider as key regulations that are required, that needs to be in place almost immediately.
Dr. Kelechi Ofoegbu revealed that 3 regulations are up for consideration. They are the Draft Upstream Petroleum Code of Conduct and Complaints Regulations 2023, the Draft Upstream Petroleum Act Harmonization 2023, and the Draft Amendment Regulations to the Host Communities Regulations 2023.
Of these 3 regulations, the very first 2 are new in the industry, are quite novel. The first one, the Code of Conduct and Compliance Regulation, as you can deduce from the title of the regulation, seeks to prescribe acceptable conduct. Our industry is a heavily, and business is a heavily regulated one, where very strict rules are followed because of the type of risk that is involved generally in the business of petroleum operations.
He said because licenses and leases under the old PIA are still in operation, there is an ongoing dual regime. He explained that due to this, a harmonization regulation needs to be carried out to enable the regulator tell which aspect of the PIA that will be applied generally and which to be applied in preserving the rights of licensees and leases that have not converted to the new law. The Executive Commissioner, Economic Regulation and Strategic Planning, Dr. Kelechi Ofoegbu, said the Petroleum Industry Act 2021 seeks to revolutionize and modernize the industry. From the nation's capital, Joycelyn Elakeche Ada, ADBN.